Well, hey, Waterline. I felt like we couldn't let this weekend go by without making some statement regarding the pain that our cities all around the nation are feeling right now. And so if you'll give me a moment, I'd like to respond to the murder of George Floyd. When the video of the murder of George Floyd first came out, I felt numb. I was numbed by what appeared to be such a callous disrespect for a man. Not only by one police officer, but by all those officers who seemed to stand and enable it. I felt like maybe one of those onlookers, some yelling, some recording with their phones, but all of them paralyzed in shock, unable to respond. I felt angry that it seemed that no one did more to save the life of George Floyd. And then I asked myself, what would I have done if I was there? Would I really have done anything different? Well, as well-meaning and justified protests are hijacked all over our nation by riots and looting, it's normal to feel frustrated and angry and even helpless. I found myself saying, what can I do? I'm only one man. One man. George Floyd was one man. Ahmaud Arbery was one man jogging in Georgia. Breonna Taylor was one woman killed while police raided her Louisville, Kentucky home. Eric Garner, who couldn't breathe. Philando Castile in a car, one man with his girlfriend and a 4-year-old daughter. Trayvon Martin, only a boy. Each of these examples of a person of color. When is the last time you saw a white man killed on your social media feed? Have you ever? I've come to realize as a white male, I really have no idea how it feels. How it feels to grow up watching people of my own color and minority killed in the middle of the day on the streets of my own town. I have no idea what it is to feel watched and judged when I walk into a store alone. I don't know what it is to worry about whether or not to wear my hood up in public and what that might convey to people. Or what it's like to even fear for my own safety at a traffic stop. I have no idea what that feels like. But I should. I should understand. We all should understand the emotional and psychological impact of racism. It means every day being reminded that you're not enough, that you're not seen, or you're not valued, or you're not a citizen. Being reminded that humanity is not something that applies to you. And that, friends, is completely opposite of the message of the cross. And as Christians, we must face this head on. I need to strive to understand. We need to strive to relate, to learn, because if I don't face this for me, who will? I'm only one man, but I have to start with me. This morning, as you consider the pain in our cities and are tempted like I am to isolate yourself from the news and pretend that it doesn't affect you, would you let me challenge you for a moment? You are just one man, or one woman too. And maybe, just maybe, if each of us stops shielding ourselves from feeling responsible, each of us together could change the narrative of our city, of our society. As I say this, I'm convicted by the words of Paul in Romans 14:22, where he said, "Blessed is he who's not condemned by the thing he condones." May we not condemn racism in any form, especially through our silence. Would you pray with me? Jesus, help us, stir us, raise us up as Christians. As Christians, help us, help me to understand more, to learn more, to listen more, to apologize more, to cry more, to study more, to pray more, to empathize more, to do more. On this Pentecost Sunday, Lord, would you equip us for this courageous journey? Fill us with fresh boldness to be your witnesses, to bring life to every neighbor and neighborhood until Christ is first in every heart and every home. Amen. May God do this work in each one of us.